Afternoon, guys. Hope you're well. Same process as ever. With Max on either side, we'll set an embargo partway through for 10:30 this evening. Start with Naz, please.
Good afternoon, Pep. Crystal Palace coming up next. They were unlucky against Liverpool. You've had some tough games against them in the past. What are you expecting from Roy Hodgson and his team this weekend?
Always have been a tough game, so it will be a tough game. Definitely. How they defend is brilliant. And they don't need much set pieces with Anderson and the other guys. And it will be a tough game. How always I've been here? I don't remember easy games against Roy Hodgson teams. With Patrick Vieira neither, but especially with Roy.
With Roy, he's had such a long and lengthy and successful managerial career. He's been managing at the top level for many years. Do you see yourself managing when you get to Roy's age at that level?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but you never know.
It is quite phenomenal, isn't it, his achievements?
Have the fire and the passion inside to still be in there. You know, and the teams are so really good, so they played incredibly well against Liverpool. Unfortunately, was sent off. 10 against 11 against Liverpool was almost impossible, but with 11 and 11, I don't know what's going to happen, what will happen.
The academy here was opened 9 years ago, 2014. How important is that academy for the sustainable future of this football club? And tell us how far you think Oscar, Bobb and Micah Hamilton can go after their performances last week.
Well, Oscar is a player for the first team. Micah is a second team, so we need him, but his place is there. But this is really good, the impact what he has in the game. So all the big clubs, the academy is an important part of many things, not just. So they just see what happened in the last 5-6 years with academy players when help us to us. Otherwise, they make a career way with a good transfer for the clubs and to be sustainable economically and financially. And I know how important it is for our fans, for our people, identify, you know, the young lads like Rico, like Phil, Mike as well. So all of them come from the 7, 8, 9 years old, and after being already in the first team is something phenomenal. So continue to work on that, and hopefully in the future we can have more players than this.
A change of tone, Pep. Maybe staying in the game till 80 years old. In the past, you've kind of said no and written it off, and you've just told us we never know. About you staying in the game till the age of 80. You've told us in the past.
No. I say I don't think so. But guys, the future don't know what will happen. But I don't think so.
Can I ask you about Jack Grealish? He told us in an interview last week that he recognises he's one of about 3 players that only has one position on the pitch, but wants to learn new roles. How much are you working on that with him?
Listen, we don't have time to work. So yesterday recovery, and today is pretty much, and we don't have time. It's just to understand. Intelligent players understand sometimes without the training session. Of course, sometimes with 10-15 minutes we can do it. But Jack is so a smart player and can get it immediately.
So there is the option that he can play multiple positions, and I know that's something you like.
Yeah, of course. The good players can play in different positions, can play in the middle, of course. He's a typical number 10, I would say, Jack, no? Behind the striker, free, but also adapt. In Aston Villa plays a winger, and he as well, so can play in different positions, of course. In the beginning of the season, when he arrived, I remember Watford, I think so, playing a false 9, and he felt comfortable, so he can play in different positions, yeah.
How do you assess him this season, from his form at the end of the second half of the campaign to perhaps a slower start in the first part of the season to 2 goals in his last 2 games? How do you view Jack Grealish?
That's important, always with the man. So Jack has to demand himself, score goals, winning games, make assists. Another quality he has, to keep the ball and give an extra passes. And after the next step is that. It's important the last 2 games to score goals. And start a little bit late, and many things happen, injuries, and after we injured again. So, and hopefully he can, keep or take the rhythm as quick as possible, because absolutely we need him.
Hi, Pep.
Erling Haaland has obviously been a big absence for you. What's the latest on his condition? Will we see him in the squad for Crystal Palace?
Arrived today, and we'll see the doctors. They will see him, and we will see how does he feel.
Has he been away for some sort of treatment this week, or what's he been doing?
Yeah, I've been in treatment away. Yeah.
And when you've heard back from the doctors before he went away, when he was assessed...
Hopefully he can travel to Saudi, arrive tomorrow after the game, and I think he's going to travel with us, and after we'll see if he's able to play the first game or the second, or when we come back.
That sounds very much like then you don't think he's going to be available to play this weekend.
I don't think so. But maybe surprisingly they tell me something new, but I don't think so.
How much of a worry is this injury? Are you worried about it at this point or not?
It's not fracture, it's just stress. And sometimes with players recover quicker, sometimes longer. So day by day, I said, the doctor say, have to take day by day, week by week, how he feels. At the moment he doesn't have symptoms or doesn't feel pain, he will be ready to play again.
Pep, I wanted to ask, it was announced yesterday that Rebecca Welch will become the first female referee in the Premier League over Christmas, and also Sam Allison, the first black referee in 15 years. What was your reaction to that news?
Excellent idea. More than welcome. Hopefully in the future can be more.
Yeah, I mean, we see female referees at high level in the Champions League and in international football. Does it begin to feel normal now?
In Germany, years ago, it was not the Champions League. In Bundesliga, it was a referee, so, or for official or close there. So everybody's involved, more involved. So it's good.
Thank you.